So is the boy snitching or not? Now you can say that he is because he admitted that YSL is a gang, but we don't really know yet because there ain't no court documents to show that the boy really is snitching. Now, can his statement be used against someone else in their trial? Unless there's a specific agreement stating that it won't be used, it can be. People saying that he is snitch when in reality we really don't know if he is or who it is or not yet, because we won't know until Young Thug trial. And if he did snitch, we'll know a little bit before the trial because the state will have to disclose it, and they'll have to disclose it before the trial. So Boosie saying that Gunna is a snitch and sold out Young Thug by pleading guilty to his charge. And I can understand where Boosie coming from with that, because he only had one charge that could give him a maximum of 5 years, and y'all finna go to court next month, and you just went in open court and basically admitted to all this different stuff. Now his lawyer saying he didn't corroborate, he didn't make any statements or anything like that, which he basically did corroborate because he went in open court and admitted to the charges. And he also saying that his plea won't be used against him when it comes trial time or against any other defendant, which isn't true, because when you read into this documents, and you can pull this stuff up and read it, y'all, it say that his statement or his plea will and can be used against him or any other defendant if he is called upon to testify when it comes trial time. Now y'all know, for Young Thug and for any other of these 25, 26 or whatever co-defendants that it is, that's gonna be probably the first question or one of the few questions that they gonna get asked for Young Thug or for every other co-defendant. Hey, your other co-defendant saying that y'all not a gang, so are y'all a gang? So is the boy snitching or not? Now you can say that he is because he admitted that YSL is a gang, but we don't really know yet because there ain't no court documents to show that the boy really is snitching. Now, can his statement be used against someone else in their trial? Unless there's a specific agreement stating that it won't be used, it can be. Why? Because it's admission to penal interest. When you go under oath and make a statement and point the finger against yourself, that's a statement against interest, and it can be used against Young Thug. These charges ain't no joke. I told y'all the worst charges that you can ever want or get is a racketeering and a conspiracy charge, because they don't have to prove much that you did something. It could be he say, she say. That's why they trying to bring up these lyrics and all this different stuff. Cell phones, texts, all this different stuff like that. That's part of conspiracy racketeering. They don't gotta prove much. They can say, oh, you said this, or you knew about this, so you in cahoots with all this, and you take the rap as well as everybody else gonna take. A Gunna lawyer was saying that he was held without bail in advance to the trial, which he was gonna be anyway if he didn't get this plea deal for him. Because when it come to racketeering conspiracy cases, like, usually people don't get no bonds or nothing like that, especially in this type of case, this high profile type of case. Ain't nobody getting no bond. And Gunna lawyer, which, you know, he was paid to do, was to, hey, get me free. And he had to come up with that plea deal for him to even get out of jail. Otherwise, he'll still be locked up. They got another co-defendant that was just making the merch for YSL. He ain't got no bond. So it ain't no other way to get out but to plead guilty. That's the only way you gonna become free. Trial. Now, when y'all was hollering why Young Thug can't get no bail, he should get a bail, woo woo woo, nobody gets no bail in these type of cases. And who would grant bail for a person that's on camera in an interview stating that if anybody goes to court and testifies, they will be killed? Who the hell, what judge gonna grant anybody that type of bail that's making them type of statements? Now I haven't. Say this guilty plea was a development and part of two sprawling Atlanta gangs that is responsible for violent crimes and shootings, YSL, YFN. Now, how they knew that this was a real street beef or a real street gang type controversy going on? Young Thug running his mouth on the internet and Breakfast Club. When he went on the Breakfast Club and said that he'll slap YFN Lucci when he see him, that's a terroristic threat, and gave them initiation to dig into what the hell y'all niggas really got going on for you to come on here and make a terroristic threat. What you gonna do to another man violently if you see him? That shit put the icing on the cake if you ask me. So your boy Gunna took what they call an Alfred plea, which grants the defendant innocence while pleading guilty. And he also agreed to 500 hours worth of community service without a gun. So if he violate that community service, or that, well, if he violate the probation, he still got 5 years hanging over his head regardless. So y'all know how hard it is to walk that line and toe that line of probation. And with him being a rapper and an artist of who he is, and all the influence that he'll be around as far as drugs and all this different stuff, even guns when it comes to protection and going to these different shows, you already got folks out here calling the man snitch as it is. So that's gonna be real hard for him to toe that line for these next 5 years and staying out of trouble, because any little thing he get into, boy, going back. And most probation clauses, they state that you can't come in contact with the law, period. You can't even get a traffic stop. You going back, buddy. So y'all know how hard that is to toe that line. People like Boosie talking, saying that the boy is a snitch. And Boosie made the statement saying that only street niggas know the law and know how this shit go. So Boosie, if only street niggas know the law, so why is it only street niggas that continue to go to jail repetitiously if they know the law? So this is one thing you gonna do if you know the law. Two things you gonna do if you know the law. You gonna move smarter because you know the law, or you not gonna break the law at all because you know the law. So who the damn idiots? Boys and girls, don't listen to no nigga that's ever been to jail or prison talking about that he know the law. They get these niggas these old ass law books in these motherfucking jails, and they sitting there reading and studying. Why would I give a criminal an updated law book to read and study to make himself free, and you in jail and you're a criminal, and laws change every 2 to 3 years? Come on now. Half these niggas can't even tell you their first 4 amendments, let alone the first 2. And they easy and simple. A 5th grader can tell you them. Niggas don't even know their local laws. They don't even know their local marijuana laws, how much they can ride with. They don't even know how they even carry a pistol or conceal it while they riding, because laws change from town to town, city to city, state to state when it come to carrying a firearm. They don't even know that. They just think, oh, I got a gun, it's in my name, I'm good. Nah, that ain't how it work, player. Y'all don't know shit. And if you really want to know the law, go and look up the law yourself. You got a phone in your hand you walk around with every day, and you gonna listen to a nigga that say he been to jail and he know the law because he been to jail, versus you looking up the law yourself and reading it for yourself and getting a clear definition of the law yourself, and you listen to a nigga that's been to jail repetitiously claiming he know the law. Stupid as shit. People saying that he is snitch, when in reality we really don't know if he is or who it is or not yet, because we won't know until Young Thug trial. And if he did snitch, we'll know a little bit before the trial, because the state will have to disclose it, and they'll have to disclose it before the trial. He snitching tonight. I guess y'all done forgot that it's 25, 26 other co-defendants in this case. It ain't just gonna be one snitch. I'm pretty sure it's already 1 or 2, if not 3 or more co-defendants that had already made statements. What about old boy Yak Gotti or whatever his name is, one of them Gotti niggas, whatever they call themselves? He already been on the stand making statements already. But I guess y'all forgot about that already. So when it come down to it, it's not gonna be based off of Gunna's word. And let me give y'all a clear understanding. When it comes to making a statement on another co-defendant, that co-defendant has to be present for that co-defendant to make a statement on that co-defendant. I want to call Gunna a snitch. Now remember, just what, last year, NBA Youngboy, when NBA Youngboy made that deal to get out of jail, it's the same shit Gunna just did. Get out of jail, plead guilty, I'ma do the probation under these different terms and conditions. That's what it was gonna be. It could have been like that for Young Thug, but Young Thug was dumb. Young Thug went out and said what he was gonna do to somebody, making all these different statements and saying what you would do to somebody if they testify and all this different crazy shit. That's why they ain't letting him go. So he ain't gonna get no deal like NBA Youngboy got. He could have, but unfortunately, he ain't.